I think it's time we politicians did something about our image. The people don't like it when we lie to them. We should try to hide that better in the future.
Welcome back, valued customers.
We want to go west.
And go!
Me beloved Kiwi Royale. Hey, that's my chili sauce. I be needing it for me nachos. Arr.
Could we maybe borrow it?
Arr. No, the nachos are all I have left, now that they're out of me beloved Kiwi Royale.
The blackboard lists all the alcoholic drinks the bar here serves. The blackboard. Oh, a tanning bed with 3 mirrors to maximize the light. A super tanning bed, if you will.
I'm walking on sunshine, whoa.
And if you'll tell me that the glacier is about to calve, I'm afraid I shall be forced to strangle you. Lots of cocktail glasses.
An empty cocktail glass.
Yes, I already took care of the drink.
And you didn't even leave me a single drop.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. I was wrong. I'm not sorry at all.
I poured green paint into the glass. This cocktail glass is filled with green paint.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm so sad. Arr.
We have more interesting things. I should hang on to my possessions. Why?
Kiwi Royale.
I'm curious to see whether this works.
Amazing. Probably no one else has ever made a raisin that fast.
Well, I just always listened well in school.
A handful of raisins.
With the raisin on top, that thing actually looks like a real drink. Between the raisin and the green paint, that thing actually looks like a real drink.
I think this might capture your interest. Ah, a real NT.
Did you recognize the taste?
No. But it's printed on the label. Ugh, there is no way I would drink that. It tastes terrible. Incredibly hot chili sauce. I'm sure that would come in handy for a great prank or two.
Fiery chili sauce. The hottest thing we can offer in this or the afterlife.
Tasty nachos.
What a lovely day.
A description of the real estate agent's position. I already have a job as tyrant.
A pirate's life is a jolly life. Ha 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 ha! So the three-whacker 3000 is irreparable.
It gives me that impression. We should send a technician, no matter what else we may do.
That would be best. We'll send a probe team in to evaluate the damage. Meanwhile...
All right, Cotter's coming.
I'd better leave that right where it is. That secretary would notice right away.
That's terrible. Can we compensate using a return value financial interest point?
That will be hard. I think we can recover 3.2% through depreciation, but the rest will appear as a loss in the balance.
I recommend that we expand our field of operations in order to help offset the effects of market fluctuations.
Here it says, enriching...
I'm afraid I can't do that as long as this irritating Four Eyes is in my way. A speaking apparatus of some sort.
Hands off! Newest paparazzi photos on page 210.
Why?
Politician makes a fool of himself in the silly season. Continued on page 3.
I said, excuse me.
I said, I'm busy.
Tasty nachos.
Ceville, you ate all the nachos without even giving me one, you monster.
Look. I was locked up for quite a while there, and I haven't had anything to eat for ages. My last meal was in my own castle.
So, I haven't had a thing to eat the whole game. Greedy guts.
Oh-ho.
I've never been known for being generous. I'd say no.
Wow, an interview with Angelo about Showstar. I bet that's really interesting.
For example, we could run our machines on rapeseed oil from now on.
Good plan. That way we can introduce a food shortage, which will in turn cause prices to explode.
Exactly, and that will increase shareholder interest, and we stage a takeover in accordance with...
One of those newfangled portable telephones. I hear the radiation is so strong it turns you into a pile of ashes within 10 seconds.
By Owl's loophole, that still has to be proven.
Then turn it on and we can test it.
I don't have time right now. If we can keep the net asset value from exceeding the net margin and avoid triggering netting, we can use this as leverage.
Does that mean that we can
All right, coffee's coming.
Naturally.
I don't think so. That should make for some heated discussion.
All right, coffee's coming.
A nice cold beer. Just what the doctor ordered.
By Ingram's red nose, that was just the thing.
By Moradin's eye patch. The price of gold is still soaring. Business is great.
Great! The critical zone is a long ways off and we're one of the front runners. Things couldn't be better.
So, back to our meeting then. Good move. That would limit the losses incurred through this clearing thing, and we can use our assistant. Could you please order us some coffee? Thanks.
I suggest we buy the waste disposal service and then fire everyone. Once the garbage starts piling up, the price...
By Moradin's splitting axe.
Okay.
I've already been through that once somewhere else.
But that'll bring negative publicity. We'll just buy ourselves a politician to ensure that we get a monopoly on...
All right.
a rather uncomfortable-looking sofa.
That's a typical designer sofa. Looks great, but no one actually wants to sit on it.
A nice cold beer.
By
Moradin's iPad.
great!
So, back to our meeting.
We could enter the real estate market and grant truly absurd loans. And when the bubble bursts, we rake in the profits.
I'm having our tech...
We should look for someone with at least a glimmer of intelligence instead.
Oh, yes, of course.
Hey, you! I've got a once-in-a-lifetime offer for you.
Huh?
You're probably just yearning for a new job, right? What do you think about becoming a real estate agent?
Never thought about it.
But it's a great job. Are you the least bit interested?
I don't know.
It's a great job. All you have to do is sell other people land. If you're successful, you'll be rewarded.
Really?
Yes, exactly. You'll get your own bridge.
A bridge of my own? That would be so cool.
Yes, a huge bridge. One much better than this flimsy thing here.
Cool.
You just have to sign here and away we go.
Great. What am I supposed to sell?
Ceville's castle.
Ceville's castle?
Ceville's castle?
Exactly. Now, get going and find us a buyer.
Okay, I will.
That was excellent work, Ceville. Although I actually hate lying.
Oh, come on. That was more of a little white lie. Exactly. And now it's time to take a minute to try and see what possibilities we have now that idiot is out of the way. A lift to help reach the upper levels of the display. Or something like that. The goblin holds the pen to the display. That answers the question of how the dwarfs reached an unemployment rate of 0%.
Ceville, what are you doing?
You'll see in a minute.
Oh, next time I want you to explain what you plan to do before you do it.
Well, well, well. It looks like the bottom just dropped out of the price of gold.
Ceville, sometimes you're a pain in the neck.
What? Just sometimes?
Then we could retail it again.
I have another idea.
All right, coffee's coming.
A nice cold beer. Just what the doctor ordered.
By Ingram's red nose, that was just the thing.
By Moradin's empty purse, the price of gold is in the critical zone.
By Owl's slide rule, how could this happen?
Ingerim be with us. The exchange supervisory authority is onto us. All our possessions are worthless.
I guess there's only one thing we can do.
By Moradin's swollen mole, our firm is almost broke. They'll lock us up and throw away the key.
Right. As managers, we're responsible. I just wish there was another way out.
Hello! I brought the founder's share with me so that it wasn't left just lying around where anyone could take it.
By Minigrim's fairy tales, I think I have an idea.
Oh, yes. My dear assistant to the management, you've been with the firm for quite a while now.
But I just started working for you.
But you do an excellent job, and we really appreciate it.
By Owla's weeping eye, that is the truth of it. And seeing as how we're so delighted with your work, we've decided to promote you.
Again? That's nice of you.
Who says there's no future in working for dwarves?
Exactly. That's why we want you to take over the management of Dwarves Inc. Limited.
Exactly. You already have the founder's share. I hereby name you the new Chief Executive Officer.
You want me to take over the management? That's really very nice of you.
By Moradin's Silver Axe, we're overjoyed that you agreed to be our that you agreed to take over the management.
Yes, my congratulations. Unfortunately, we must leave immediately. An important business trip, you understand.
True. Sadly, we have to leave right away. We'll be back later.
Take care, and thanks for everything. That was nice, wasn't it, Ceville?
Well, we have the satisfaction of having fleeced them when they wanted to fleece you. Stupid dwarves.
And that means that I can now vote at the council meeting too. Though I still haven't decided whom to vote for.
That's nothing to joke about.
Don't be so grouchy. Let's make sure that Gwendolyn is elected.
Like I'm oh so happy about that.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Can we vote now?
But of course. So, if everyone would take their places, please. Excellent. Then let us proceed with the vote. I would like to remind all of you that this election will go a long way towards defining Ferianus' future. Now then, honored representatives of the various factions, who shall be the new ruler of all Ferianus? The magnanimous Basilius or the good-natured Gwendolen? I must remind you that this vote requires a unanimous decision. Furthermore, I would also like to point out that the Supreme Court of Ferianus has no influence over this decision. Let us begin with the Councillor for the Fairies. Cast your vote for either Basilius or Gwendolen.
We fairies choose the lesser of two evils and vote for Gwendolen.
Excellent! I hear a vote for Gwendolen. Now then, it's time for the next council member. What have you decided, Ambassador of the Monsters?
We vote for Gwendolen too, after having heard about what Basilius plans to do with taxes.
Aha, well then I'll put down another vote for Gwendolen. Now to proceed. How do you vote, O Ambassador of the Spirit World?
As usual, I would like to take this opportunity to demand a 10% raise for all our union members out there. And we vote for Gwendolen.
Oh, excellent. Then I'll just put down another vote for Gwendolen. And now for the Druids. How do you vote, O wisest of the wise?
We Druids are neutral. We have always been neutral and therefore abstain.
One abstention, which invalidates the entire election. Very well, I'll note it down. And now we come to the next council member, the greatest heroine of all heroines. How do you vote?
The Newbie Island Academy of Heroes votes for Gwendolen.
Excellent. Then I'll put down a vote for Gwendolen. So, Dwarven Ambassador, how do you vote?
We dwarves vote for the good-natured and honourable Gwendolen, who will rule wisely and fairly.
Yes, okay. Let's carry on here.
Very well then. I'll put that down as another vote for Gwendolen. And last, but not least, I ask you, O Elven Ambassador, for whom will you vote?
We elves feel it is time that this country return to a greener policy. We therefore vote for Gwendolen, even as we reach out to offer her our help in creating a just and ecologically sound Ferianus.
Very well then, I'll put that down as another vote for Gwendolen. Excellent! That ends the voting. Now for the tally. As usual, we have one abstention.
Yes, neutral once, neutral forever. That's the way it goes.
Whatever. Unfortunately, the vote must be unanimous, which prevents us from announcing a result at this time. This council, therefore, leaves Basilius in office as provisional ruler. I recommend we take a break and vote again later. We are...
Hello? Is there anything else I can do for you?
You abstained?
But of course! I'm a druid, and we druids are neutral. I always abstain.
Can't we change your mind? We need you to vote for Gwendolen, please.
Well, I'm sorry, but I can't. We druids are neutral. But, okay, there's one possibility. You will have to defeat me in a holy duel. Come to the secret druid circles in the mountains behind the dwarves. Then we will compete. If you manage to defeat me, I'll vote the way you want.
Ha! No problem. I'll kick your doddering old alpine butt. enough talk. We're leaving.
Bye.
The Druidic Stone Circle, one of mankind's last great mysteries.
I thought that was the thing with the crop circles.
Nonsense, everyone knows that those were made by aliens from Outer Farianus. A mystical chest. I wonder what it might hold. A large cloth hides something from sight. I wonder what mystic object lies hidden beneath it.
Beneath it lies one of our greatest druidic relics.
A wooden board just standing around for no reason.
There doesn't have to be a reason for everything.
Whenever I'm here, I get the urge to yodel down into the valley.
An old bridge over the river.
Somehow, I just have this picture before my eyes of someone waiting on the other side until we're halfway across the bridge before they cut the ropes.
Come, come, this bridge has been here for ages. How else should visitors come to see old Betsy?
Here it says, Bridge to Old Betsy, Farianus' largest geyser, eruption 12 noon daily.
Although I am just a little amazed that nature is so punctual.
Yes, well, that is just one of those druidic secrets.
Rotten thing. It probably loses branches when you just look at it.
But Ceville, that is a venerable old tree. I wonder if it's a missile tree.
I'd say it's more like a crappy tree, if you ask me.
Wow, a geyser. Every once in a while, it spits a huge fountain of water out, as far as I know.
Oh, so it's just a giant shower.
Oh, come on, Ceville. It's a real wonder of nature.
I never did have time for wonders.
Okay.
Hello! Ah, you're finally here.
So, how about that duel?
All right, if you really want to compete against me, please go over to the holy box and get one of the artifacts. We'll need it for our duel.
Stupid duel. Stupid druid. Just you wait. When I'm tyrant again, I'll have a lot of you thrown into the dungeon. So, now I'm curious to see just what kind of artifact they mean. How? What the... What nerve. Wretched druid making fun of me. Nothing but soccer balls in that stupid chest. The holy ritual is a soccer game?
But of course. Who invented it? We druids invented it. Why do you think we're always building stone circles? Those are the goals.
We have to beat you at a game of soccer.
But of course. Soccer has been synonymous with druids for ages untold. Usually, we play in the mountains for days.
For days?
Of course. It takes a while to climb up the mountain with the ball when it rolls down.
You can't let everything depend on a soccer game.
For some, it may be just a game of soccer, but for me, it's the longest half-time in the world.
Have you finally lost the last few grey cells you had left? That saying really doesn't make any sense at all.
All I can say is the round thing has to go in to the rectangular thing.
They should put you in the loony bin before Edna breaks out.
Can't you just vote for Gwendolyn?
We druids are always neutral. The only way to change my mind is through an honorable duel.
So what have you druids invented?
Soccer, of course.
The holy ritual is a soccer game?
But of course. Who invented it? We druids invented it. Why do you think we're always building stone?
Good. Then let the duel begin.
It's very simple. We each take one shot at the goal wall. If you score and I don't, I'll vote the way you want. If I win, or if it's a draw, I'll remain neutral. Let's kick it.
Okay. Let's go.
What a duel! So, it looks like I won.
Bah.
But you put up a good fight. Here's a little consolation prize. That's a championship shield I won at the Druids' Cup.
Wow, isn't that really valuable?
By no means. I have loads of the things lying around all over the place. I do win every year, after all.
A championship shield that stupid druid gave me. And it's dirty too.
Where did I put the cauldron for that magic potion?
A board the druid uses for his shots at the goal wall.
Some spoil sport built it in.
I did. I use it to practice trick shots for the next Druids' Cup.
I think that druid might have something against that.
The slingshot is now loaded.
I should get in touch. Hello again.
I challenge you to another duel.
May the better man win.
I will. Don't worry. Ha! Things don't look too good for you, do they? Now it's my turn.
What a match! Strange. I didn't score a single goal. That hasn't happened to me in years. Oh well, the game is undecided, and so is my vote at the election.
Flipping neutrals. You never know where you stand with them. A goal wall for soccer players.
Of course. For soccer freaks like us druids, a goal wall like that is the greatest.
The slingshot is now.
But it's his own fault. It's just asking for trouble when you choose a spider while knowing that your wife is afraid of them. Hello again.
I challenge you to another duel.
May the better man win.
I will. Don't worry. Ha! Things don't look too good for you, do they? Now it's my turn.
What a match! Oh, you beat me. No one from outside the circle has ever won, not once in the entire history of the Druids. Even though I still don't understand how that thing with the ball could have happened.
That doesn't really matter. Let's just forget it.
So, now it's time to go to the election and vote for Gwendolyn.
Oh, very well. You won. So I'll vote the way you want me to.
Another one. Hopefully that should be enough.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Can we vote now?
But of course. So, if everyone would take their places, please. Excellent. Then let us proceed with the vote. I would like to remind all of you that this election will go a long way towards defining Ferianus' future. Now then, honored representatives of the various factions, who shall be the new ruler of all Ferianus? The magnanimous Basilius or the good-natured Gwendolen? I must remind you that this vote requires a unanimous decision. Furthermore, I would also like to point out that the Supreme Court of Ferianus has no influence over this decision. Let us begin with the Councillor for the Fairies. Cast your vote for either Basilius or Gwendolen.
We fairies choose the lesser of two evils and vote for Gwendolen.
Excellent! I hear a vote for Gwendolen. Now then, it's time for the next council member. What have you decided, Ambassador of the Monsters?
We vote for Gwendolen too, after having heard about what Basilius plans to do with taxes.
Aha, well then I'll put down another vote for Gwendolen. Now to proceed. How do you vote, O Ambassador of the Spirit World?
As usual, I would like to take this opportunity to demand a 10% raise for all our union members out there. And we vote for Gwendolen.
Oh, excellent. Then I'll just put down another vote for Gwendolen. And now for the Druids. How do you vote, O wisest of the wise?
Normally we druids are neutral, but I am bound by our holy rituals to vote for Gwendolen.
Really? No more neutrality. Very well then, I'll put down another vote for Gwendolen. And now we come to the next council member, the greatest heroine of all heroines. How do you vote?
The Newbie Island Academy of Heroes votes for Gwendolen.
Excellent. Then I'll put down a vote for Gwendolen. So, Dwarven Ambassador, how do you vote?
We dwarves vote for the good-natured and honourable Gwendolen, who will rule wisely and fairly.
Yes, okay. Let's carry on here.
Very well then, I'll put that down as another vote for Gwendolen. And last, but not least, I ask you, O Elven Ambassador, for whom will you vote?
We elves feel it is time that this country return to a greener policy. We therefore vote for Gwendolen, even as we reach out to offer her our help in creating a just and ecologically sound Ferianus.
Very well then, I'll put that down as another vote for Gwendolen. Excellent! That ends the voting. Now for the tally. I see we have a unanimous decision. All of our council members have voted for Gwendolen. Rejoice, citizens of Ferianus! Your wise councillors have made their decision and elected a good-natured queen.
Ha! Take that, Basilius. Lily, we won.
Wonderful. I never doubted us for a moment, Ceville.
To be honest...
Then don't be honest.
But Basilius hasn't been caught yet. I won't have my revenge until I can wrap my fingers around that snake's scrawny little neck.
All right, but first we're going to throw the usual council party.
What council party?
We always throw a huge party after each election.
At public expense, of course.
Want to race to see who's first in the Golden Whirlpool?
Okay, but no sailing through the walls, Jeannie.
I think it's just so great that we were able to finish that election so that we can party down. I even brought my water pipe. So those are our democratically elected representatives on the council.
Aha! Lily, I have to admit that I'm slowly coming to understand this democracy thing. The ones in charge are just as tyrannical as I was, but they hide it better.
Yeah, great.
Come on, Lily, let's celebrate a bit and then go get Basilius.
And that's how Lillian Ceville helped good Queen Gwendolen take power. Basilius's evil plan seemed to have been stopped. But he developed another, even more evil plan to take over all Ferianus. And soon, he began to put his plan into action. Another day in beautiful Ferianus. And what have we here? Oh, an unfortunate dispute requiring my judgment. I only hope I can present these citizens a good and fair verdict. Let's see. The big bad wolf is suing the 3 little pigs for damages after sustaining a head wound from a falling roof tile while he was blowing down their house. On the other hand, the 3 little pigs are suing the big bad wolf for damages to their house. I should punish them all. They are going to pay for making me listen to their trivial bellyaching. I think a few years in the mines would be appropriate here. Wait a minute. What am I saying? Oh my god, that must be the gloomy atmosphere here in Ceville's castle talking. No, of course I'm not going to punish them. I think I'll compensate both parties. Excellent. I hope this verdict is both wise and fair. Then I should return to my other duties. What else do we have here? A letter from the mine manager. It seems he urgently needs fresh workers. I just can't stand the thought that people have to work so hard there. I think it would be best if I closed the mine and have the workers compensated. Basilius, my loyal counselor. I've just decided to close the mine. All of the workers there should be paid appropriately.
Brilliant, milady. I am sure we'll find another source of revenue for the kingdom's empty treasury.
Yes. We must finally do something about the rampant oppression which flourished under Ceville's reign.
Indeed, milady. Indeed. You've been working so hard, milady. You should take a rest. Take one of those delicious cherries. They'll pick you right up.
My loyal Basilius, you're so good to me. I just can't resist these cherries. My beloved throne. I gave that funny-shaped thing Ceville had to the orphanage to use as a slide. Basilius, my loyal and helpful right hand. Whatever would I do without you? A statue of my beloved pet Bobo. The little imp loves sweets. That's my beloved parrot Poldy. He happily repeats anything he's told to.
Wonderful, wonderful. That shrinking potion functioned perfectly. That will make it so easy to take her to my secret hideout. But first, I have to distract that idiot by the door. That should be easy enough. Ambrosius, come quick! The Queen is gone!
What? How could this happen?
Idiot.
Well, worry not, for my razor-sharp mind will soon find out what happened here. Where can the Queen be? She certainly didn't get past me. I only slept, a minute. Maybe she's over there.
You're a fool. I kidnapped the Queen, and now I'm going to leave you locked up in there for a while.
I don't know, Ceville. Was it really such a good idea to burn all our items?
Well, we won. We don't need those things anymore. Besides, I didn't destroy everything. Look, I found the chili sauce in my bag, and we still have your slingshot.
And it's my slingshot too. No one is going to destroy it. No one.
Okay. So let's head into the castle. It's time I had my just revenge on Basilius.
I knew I'd regret asking. Be quiet, you idiot. Halt! No one is allowed to enter the palace.
You two again? Am I doomed to have you two follow me around forever?
Basilius said we were to let no one into the castle, especially not you two. Otherwise he won't be able to complete his evil plan, or something like that.
Be quiet, you idiot.
Ceville, Basilius must be planning something new. We should get into the castle as quickly as possible.
How true. Unfortunately, those two stupid clowns over there aren't likely to get out of the way. Let's have a look around.
Somehow sarcasm just bounces off you like a fat, wobbly wall.
Look up there, Ceville. Isn't that Ambrosius?
Hey, out there! That villain Basilius kidnapped the Queen and locked me in up here. Of course, I could always break out, but I don't want to wreck the place in doing so. Help me!
What? Basilius is running around in there somewhere? Come on, I have to get into the castle right now. We could use the hammock as a catapult.
Are you sure that's such a good idea, Ceville?
Of course. Away we go.
Okay, but it's on your head.
Ah, that window again. Someday I'll have to have a few mattresses put down out here. What happened to my lovely banquet table? And what's this disgusting coffee table doing here? You leave home for a few days and this is what happens. A sun-shaped rug. All that's missing is the smiling face on it. If I look at that much longer, I'm going to get sick. A sofa! And it's standing on the spot which was once home to all my liquid delicacies. Terrible. Horrible. My lovely beard at this, it just can't be. Ugh. Ah, that window again. I should have it bricked up sometime. Although, now I think about it, I should leave it wide open and have the ground beneath it padded. There's a picture of a fat rodent here. A little castle. Is that supposed to be a cheap miniature rendition of my gorgeous home? A dumb waiter. That could have occurred to me, too. Ah, plants. I want to know who did this to my poor castle. A typical broom. That's something my servants usually use, although those traitors rebelled too. A hamster wheel. Huh. What am I supposed to do with that? Ah, someone lit a new fire. At least we're safe from white-bearded break-in artists dressed in red again. Ah, my old clock. Ah, that firewood looks just the same as it did when I left the castle. Coincidence, I'd say. Locked. Unbelievable. I should have all the doors removed from the castle. A cake pan in the shape of a cross. Best suited to a strawberry cake, I'd say. Ashes. I could sprinkle them over Basilius's head. No. I think I'll hit him on the head with something harder than that instead. An ordinary round cake pan. A piece of cake would be lovely right about now. You can use that to bake cakes that look like someone already ate a piece of them. Ah, that's where he went. I can't push him like this. He's much too heavy. Ah, I just found a new job for the chef. He's now detached for cleaning duty. Although now that I think about it, he might just be a touch unhappy about that. And since I just might want the odd meal or two from him later, I think I'll just leave well enough alone. For now. The clock is broken and the pendulum is missing. I wonder who did that. Why? I don't think so. No. No. That's just no good. I think I'd run into some serious trouble there. How is that supposed to help? Not a good idea. I don't think so. If I look at that much... Why? I don't think so. No. No. That's just no good. How is that supposed to help?
Ah, that's The Little Guide to Flags. A tour through the confusion surrounding courtly ceremonial flags. Let's see what it has to say. A white flag bearing crossed red swords means war. Dead white doves on a black background. Peace refused. Purple knee socks. Wet. Ha ha ha. Laundry day. A black flag with sad face. A relative has died. A black flag with flying champagne corks. A rich uncle has died. Red circle on a black flag. The Queen greets her royal household. The household will reply politely. White and blue flag. The royal family is getting drunk on beer. Aha! A flagpole. That reminds me, I still have to hang out my laundry. Oh, those are probably pear-mowned cherries. A big soup spoon, or whatever it's called. I'm a paladin, not a cook. Cookie maker, maybe. Hero cookies, yum. A fine piece of equipment for bringing the Queen's meals to her on her throne. A fine piece of equipment for bringing the wheels to the buffet trolley. The wheels to the buffet trolley. I think I'll just control... The wheels to the buffet trolley. Our beautiful, charming Queen Gwendolyn's royal chair. Hey, you.
Hey, you!
How great I look today.
How great I look today!
No, how great I look today.
Ah, no! How great I look today!
Stupid animal.
Ah, dumb bat!
A masterpiece of the sculptor's art. Our queen's beloved pet immortalized. A paladin as big and strong as I am could never fit through a tiny flap like that. That rogue Basilius escaped through this door and locked it behind him. I'm sure my razor-sharp mind will find a solution within seconds. I'll have another look around until then. Stupid animal. Stupid animal. Whoops! I hope my razor-sharp mind knows what it's doing.
Let me out of here! It is so cold, so cold! Hello? Where am I? This is not the cold storage, n'est-ce pas?
Yes, my loyal companion. I spared no efforts in thawing you out.
But weren't you the one who locked me in there?
Well, that doesn't really matter right now. You're okay again. Of all things, your kitchen has changed a bit.
My kitchen? What is it with my kitchen? I have to go see. No! Mon Dieu! My kitchen! She is but a shadow of a former glory! Nothing but vegetables are left! All the good meat! The little fishes! The frogs! Oh! Mon Dieu! All of the delicious things in my kitchen, they're gone!
No help there.
A lake right beside the castle wall. I don't even want to know how much they spend each year on fighting mold and repairing water damage. Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo! I have to load the slingshot first. I'd say the hammock surrendered to Ceville in the end. A bundle of loose threads. A long garden hose. I wonder how you could connect it to the lake with a well. This is the window Ceville flew through. A torch rope runs from the flagpole on the wall to the one on the balcony. The royal balcony. Judging from the pink, I'd say Ceville had nothing to do with it. I wonder how he's doing. An oversized door framed by silk curtains to the left and right. Royal families always did tend to be extravagant. A leafy archway. What is something like that doing in my castle? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Somehow I miss Ceville's comments. A dark, dark well. I don't see any water down there. A big pile of acorns. Hey, they'd make great ammunition for my slingshot. The slingshot is now... That's not very nice.
Yeah, bird brain.
Bird brain!
I'm not going to do that. I should hang on to my position. I just found a new job for the chef. He's now detached for cleaning duty. Although now that I think about it, he might just be a...
There are lots of crates standing around here. I wonder why.
Those are the Queen's things, the stuff she doesn't keep in the castle anymore. Women are famous for owning more stuff than they know what to do with.
Be quiet, you idiot. I'm sure the Queen has her reasons for having 200 pairs of shoes.
Okay. Guaranteed you could hang something from that flagpole. A torch rope runs from the flagpole on the wall
Smiley, I can't see my legs.
Because your big fat belly is in the way, you fool.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Halt! No one is allowed to enter the palace.
Don't be so rough, Smiley. She's just a little girl.
May I go into the castle?
No, no one may enter the castle.
Wouldn't you like to take a break?
No way.
We've had some bad experiences with breaks.
Be quiet, you idiot.
Aren't you getting hungry?
Well, actually...
Be quiet, you idiot.
Okay. At least I wrote down this delicious recipe from the kitchen.
What recipe is that?
It's for delicious chocolate cherries. I could hardly wait. I hid the recipe under my helmet so I wouldn't lose it.
Please take your helmet off and let me have a look at that recipe.
I guess I could do that.
Be quiet, you idiot. That's forbidden by the statutes of the Order of Guards. We are only allowed to remove our helmets on special occasions.
What special occasions?
Mourning and weddings, for example. Not much difference between the two, really.
Or when the Queen comes out onto her balcony. Luckily, they always fly a flag to let us know.
I'm afraid I have to be going. See you later.
See you soon.
Silk cloth to make this rough hall more livable. No.
A sun-shaped rug. If I look at... Not a good idea. An ordinary round cake pan. A piece of cake would be lovely right about now. I dip the cake pan in chili sauce. At least the rim is red now.
Not a good idea. I don't think so.
Silk cloth to make this rough hall more livable. Silken...
The garden hose is much too stiff to tie a knot in it. That's a great idea. The rope is tied to the hose. This way it should be easy to attach it to something. Yes, that should work. A number of stone heads holding their ears shut. Maybe this is Ceville's meditation room or something like that. It's some kind of music machine, although the names don't mean anything to me. Roger Critica, Dean Spartan, Sammy Mavis Sr., Percy Belief. It's better if I don't know who they all are. A pit full of water. Oh, I think there's something swimming in there. I'll just stay back. This is the torture chamber. Nope, I'm not going to look under this sheet. I think you could insert a lever here. The door is barred from the outside. I can't go any further. There's a skeleton hanging from the ceiling. Ooh, there's a skeleton hanging there. Who does that kind of thing anyway? Wait a minute, this is Ceville's castle. Oh, I should have known. I don't think so. Why?
I could eat half a cow.
Basilius will pay us good money if no one disturbs his evil plan.
Ah, that's The Little Guide to Flags. A tour through the confusion surrounding courtly ceremonial flags. Let's see what it has to say. A white flag bearing crossed red swords means war. Dead white doves on a black background. Peace refused. Purple knee socks. Wet. Ha ha ha. Laundry day. A black flag with sad face. A relative has died. A black flag with flying champagne corks. A rich uncle has died. Red circle on a black flag. The Queen greets her royal household. The household will reply politely. White and blue flag. The royal family is getting drunk on beer. There's already something in the lift, so I should probably take that out first.
Ah, ash black. Unfortunately, it rubs off a little. A bloody circle on a sinister black flag.
I could eat a hello again.
See the flag over the castle?
Oh, look at that flag.
What? That means the Queen is going to come out onto her balcony any time now. Hurry, you idiot! Take your helmet off and salute!
Okay.
A chocolate cherry recipe. That wasn't easy to get.
I can hardly wait. Basilius promised to make
I
up.
can't attach it to the flagpole just like that. I used the last threads to tie the recipe into a little package. I could attach it to something else now.
A bound parchment. A recipe for chocolate cherries. I'm sure I'd love them too.
Leave me in peace, little king. I am weeping for the poor kitchen.
My master chef, I have a little recipe here for some chocolates. Could you make me a few of them?
A recipe? Alors, oui. I could make the petit chocolat. But I am still so frustrated about the refurbishing of my kitchen.
The baking is sure to take your mind off that.
Alors, one can but try. But the cherries, je n'ai pas. I have no cherries to use in the lovely little chocolat. But once I have the cherries, I start tout de suite, certainement.
Et voila, whatever you say. Here are the missing cherries. Now get back to work.
Oh la la! I am working in my kitchen again. Formidable! What a pleasure! Just one moment. I am almost finished. Et voila! Delicious chocolate cherries!
Fresh chocolates with cherries on top.